Hey guys, welcome back to another Skywars video. We're here playing some Mini today. A little bit of a rare one for me, but yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit slow because I kind of just woke up. But yeah, we're actually recording at a normal time today as well. I know. I think I'm actually just gonna get all the chests here. Sorry, Devin. Alright, let's see. Alright. Get our pearl and our hotbar here. Anyways, yeah, playing Mini. So I kind of want to talk about Mini a little bit here. And why Mini Skywars failed. Because I think it's kind of an interesting discussion to have. Because it points a lot to just where Hypixel has gone as a server, right? Like the direction that they've chosen to go down. And I think that direction is primarily focusing on money, right? Actually got quite a few good players in this match here. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about, right? Money. That's what makes that's the only thing that Hypixel cares about, guys. Remember that. Hypixel is a business. They're not your friend, right? Like, and this is the thing. I mainly study business in school, and like I work in a business, like all that stuff, right? So I understand, right? Hypixel wants to make money. That's what they do. So they're gonna prioritize what makes them money. And at the moment, their primary source of money is obviously gonna be a game mode like Skyblock, right? That's what they're gonna be focusing on. And that makes sense. Like if they're not, I think it would be a little odd, right? I think that would actually be even more abnormal. But yeah, a game like Skywars or even Mini, for example. Skywars has like 200 players. That's nothing. From a business standpoint, right? It's not great, right? So with that being said, why did Mini Skywars die? Well, it's because this game doesn't generate enough. I don't want to say hype. I don't know the right word for it. It doesn't generate enough money for them to care about fixing the game. And that kind of segues into my next point, is that this game has been broken. Genuine. Like a lot of the aspects of the game have been broken for too long for them to genuinely care about the game state. And this goes with any game, by the way. I've said this. I think I said this in a previous video regarding Mini. This is my take on Mini Skywars, guys. But if you leave a game with issues, right? If you spend time, money, and effort developing a mini game, and you leave it in a sorry state, right, with bugs, all that stuff, well, what do you think's gonna happen? The game's not gonna... It's not gonna do as well as you might think. Eventually, the game will die off. Like, obviously, first of all, there were tons of bugs in Mini. Like, I forget. I think the athlete bug was the most prominent. Obviously, being able to walk up to people and one-shot them is a very, very prominent. Like, that is ridiculous. Alright, barely winning there against Elapses. Great player. Holy shit, man. You know, I kind of figured I could tank that one because my armor was pretty solid there. And I had the sword, so... Go ahead and pearl on this last player. I think it's a bot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure that this is a bot. Okay, yeah. But a very prominent bug like that, right? That basically just completely ruins the game. It makes the game it makes the game not the game anymore, right? We're not playing Mini Skywars. We're playing Athlete Wars, where we're all picking one kit. We're all trying to one tap each other, right? That's not what Mini is. In this game, here's the thing. I think that this game could have been a lot more popular than it is. It could have maybe 50 players right now, but instead, right, it got plagued with bugs, and yeah, people don't want to play buggy ass shit, right? That's what it comes down to. People aren't going to be wasting their time on that, and that's why regular normal Skywars gets a lot more relevance, right? By the way, it's so weird playing with Speed 2. I haven't played with Speed 2 in a while. At least in Skywars. It's a little bit of a different experience. Are we going to just kill this bot in every game, man? But yeah, Mini Skywars is in a sad state because, you know, they didn't prioritize the right things. Now, I may be forgetting a bunch of bugs that are in Mini, right? But I think the most prominent one is that athlete bug, right? Which I think, in all honesty, has basically killed all the... Well, for me, it killed all desire to play. And I think that goes for a lot of other players as well. I don't think I'm an exception or anything. I think a lot of players are in the same boat as me. Just not wanting to play something that is so poorly looked after. If that makes sense. We have a lot of items. Alright, let's just filter out here. I at least want to be able to get this chest here. Oh, what are we doing? Okay, we are actually playing against AI. I'm not even joking. Alright, okay. Maybe Mini Skywars is better, guys. What the fuck? Alright. But yeah, with that being said, what do I think about this game mode? Honestly, my thoughts kind of are very similar to what I used to think about Mini. I made a video about Mini, I think, a while back when the update came out. I think that video is still actually on the channel here. And yeah, my thoughts are basically the same. It's very fun. It's an easy, quick Skywars game mode that you can just... hey, if you want a quick game of Skywars, this is what you'd play, right? Because the games are fast, theoretically. They should be quick. And yeah. I didn't know noobs actually knew how to do this. Okay. He doesn't like the fact that I'm hitting him. Okay. He doesn't like the fact that I'm just punching him to death. Okay, that makes sense. Honestly, I wouldn't like that either. But yeah, no, basically just a quick and easy game mode. And here's the thing that I like about Mini the most is that it's actually, balanced, right? It's the most attractive part about this mini game is that you can hop in with any of these kits and you actually feel like you have items, right? And that's a awesome feature. That's what I want. Every game I want to feel like I'm loading in and, you know, the game isn't actively, trying to make me feel like I'm going to lose, you know? Every game of normal Skywars, you actually feel like, okay, I can lose this game because it's like a coin flip. Right? It really is a coin flip. Do you win? Do you lose? You don't actually know. But Mini actually feels fairly consistent in the grand scheme of things. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and play pretty aggressive here. I want the chest plate there. Go ahead and pot up. Why is this guy, taking off all of his stuff? He's going Hound, but he doesn't have his boots. Where are your boots? Okay, I'm literally in the easiest queues of all time here. Maybe this will be a little bit entertaining for you guys. I don't know. Another very attractive feature about Mini is that your stats don't actually like matter because they don't actually calculate deaths. Now, here's what they really need to do. They were on the right track with Mini. I mean that genuinely. This is like theoretically one of the most casual game modes because they don't calculate your stats. They don't calculate death. They don't calculate loss. Right? So they were onto something. But they forgot to remove games played, so people are still able to calculate your stats. And that's the problem, right? Is that no matter what, if we don't remove, basically stat calculation, it's still going to become an issue, no matter what. I don't even know what this guy is. Champion? Alright, yeah. I'm not even going to switch to the sword. I have pretty high confidence here that we can win. Okay. But yeah, I think if they applied that mindset to every Skywars game mode, that the game would be like Skywars would be in a much better state. There would be a lot less hackers. Because people, I feel like, yeah, obviously there's still going to be people that are going to cheat for wins and stuff like that. There's always going to be cheaters, guys. Remember that. In any game mode where you can hack, there's going to be people that are using it to gain an advantage over others. No matter what. That's an undeniable fact. But I think it would help. I genuinely do. I think the reason that cheating is so bad in Bed Wars, for example, or a game like Skywars, it's all because of stats, right? All these people care about their KDR, their win-to-loss ratio, their win streak in Bed Wars, for example. Right? All of these stats are super important to people, so yeah, I mean, wins are important too, but these stats are something else, man. They can directly, like, quote-unquote, prove that you are better than someone else in a way. But yeah, that's kind of my general thoughts there. I think I got my point across. I think Mini is a very good concept of the game mode. It just failed because they didn't care, and that's kind of where it is. That's a TLDR. Obviously, if you stop caring about something, it's gonna fail. Like, if you stop caring about school, you're gonna fail. If you stop caring about all these like random things in life, stop caring about work, your performance is gonna decrease. Right? All these, like, I can go and name, like, 50 different things that applies to. Right? Okay, hold on a second. Let me heal. Alright, we got him. And yeah, as I was saying in that previous round there, like, if you stop putting effort into anything in life, like, it's going to fail. And I mean, they let the problems in Mini fester. I've literally, in this recording session, been one-shot by, basically like 3-shot by an athlete multiple times. That kid is still not fixed, by the way. Admins are watching this. Athlete is still not fixed, so make sure to look into that. 1 heart. He should be dead. Thank you, sir. But yeah, anyways, this game mode is fun. It's just such a shame. Like, if athlete was addressed, you know, this game would be, I mean, pretty, I think most of the good players in this game would be playing Mini because it's just fun. Like, you actually feel rewarded for playing the game how it's meant to be played, right? Which is kind of an interesting concept. I know. An interesting concept. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. Pretty simple one. Yeah, Mini's a great game mode. It's just, it's very unfortunate. That's what happens, guys, when you let things fester for too long. I mean, I quit. The athlete bug was the thing, and it is still a thing. Right? If they had addressed a lot of these bugs on the days that they were happening, right? Like, let's say that the first day that the athlete bug came out, they put out a hotfix to fix it. Bang! Instead of losing well over 200 players for Mini, it could have maintained itself with maybe like 100 players, right? Like the Mini Skywars could have more players than the normal queue right now. But that's just how it goes, right? If you don't fix things, this is something that Hypixel really needs to start doing in general, is doing hot fixes. Like, and by the way, by a hot fix, you guys know what I mean by a hot fix, right? Like, that shit should be fixed within a week to 2 weeks max. The longer you let shit sit there and negative bugs impact the game, the longer the game is, or the easier the game is going to die. Like, that's what I'm going to say, especially when it comes to Hypixel. Obviously, the server is not doing as well as it used to nowadays, so I'm hoping that they take that advice with a little bit of oomph, right? Like, maybe we should start fixing shit. Like, yeah, you can fix shit, but if you wait a year, people are gonna be gone already. So, yeah, that's that. People don't stick around for slop. That's the main point of the video. That's gonna do it. Leave a like, subscribe, all that shit. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.